In 2021, Ciga Design was the first Chinese company to win the prestigious Grand Prix de l'Horologique Genève award with its Blue Planet. They are now coming back with a new version of this watch, but with a whole different approach of it. The new watch has only two main colors, black and gold. Can they repeat the success and the acclaim that the first version had? Or is this just a lame attempt to try and piggyback on the success of its predecessor? We'll have some of those answers in the first look at this watch. Hi again, Olivier, the editor here. We are the 18th of March today, and Ciga Design released this watch a few days ago, and the price is $1,899, so you didn't expect that one to be cheap, did you? But, the company has given me a code through which you can save $200 on your purchase. So I'm gonna be putting the code here. It will work if you use the link in the description below, and then you input this code on the Amazon store. So thank you, and I'll be getting back to past Olivier for the review. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In this channel, we review very interesting, affordable watches like this one, and I also let you know about the best deals that I see on watches on Amazon or elsewhere, so you can save a lot of money on your next purchase. And by the way, I'm going to be leaving a link to the first version of this watch in the description below. First of all, looking at a distance, you can see that this is a whole different animal than the usual U series. The most striking aesthetic feature here is of course a chromatic choice. Blacks are extremely black, with the case being a very dark ceramic, and they contrast with the gold continents and indices on the dial. Note that Ciga Design states that crafting this dial takes them 60 hours. Comparing it to the previous version, you can see that the dial takes much more space in here. The dial has gotten bigger. The representation of the Earth has gotten even rounder and more in your face. It's not only the gold, but the dome itself. Same thing when you see both watches from the side. You can see that although the overall flying saucer shape remains the same, the dome dial takes much more space this time around. One negative aspect that we had with the previous version was that the Arabic numerals were very small, so reading the time was actually very hard. This time around, making the dial bigger has made it a little bit easier to read the hour. By the way, if you don't know how to read the hour, know that it is all made through a combination of that navigation rose on the dial between Australia and Africa. You see where it points, and that will pretty much read the time. For example, here it is 10:10, and here it is 4:30. So this time around, the continents have much more relief to them. They are covered in 24 karat gold, actual 24 karat gold. If we go to the case, this time around the stainless steel and titanium is replaced by a full ceramic case. So this makes the case very shimmery and reflective, and it comes with the good and bad thing of ceramic, of course. On the positive aspect, ceramic is much more resistant to scratches. However, a strong impact will break the material. So one good thing and one bad thing about that decision. The dimensions here are pretty much what they were on the previous version. So you've got a 46 millimeter in diameter by a 15.4 millimeter in thickness. And you've got a 22 millimeters in lug to lug. The previous version was just 2 millimeters thinner. If we go to the straps, you've got two choices here. You've got the same very high quality rubber strap that you had on the previous version, but this time around it is not blue, but it is black to match with the overall coloring of this watch. But you also have a ceramic strap that is very well made. The butterfly clasp is gold plated as well to match with the other golden elements of the watch. A nice touch, that one, that will only be visible to the wearer of the watch. Aesthetically, the bracelet is very pleasing. However, being ceramic, it will be a fingerprint magnet, and I had a very hard time trying to size this bracelet, and I actually didn't manage to and ended up breaking the pin. So yeah, if you want to wear this on a bracelet, you might want to have it sized by a professional. The movement is the same ETA 2824 clone, beating at 28,800 beats per hour with roughly 45 hours of power reserve and 30 joules. It has been of course modified to be able to handle the complication of this watch, and let's see how it performs on the time grapher. Very consistent numbers for this movement, with a very small beat error, a high beat as you can see, 28,800 beats per hour. Some pretty good results here. I'm liking this movement. As for pricing, we do not have information about pricing yet. We do not have information about a release date yet, although it will come very soon, so stay tuned. To conclude this first impression, we can say that this watch will be even more divisive than the first. I made a YouTube short about this watch, and the reactions were very different. Some saying this is beautiful, some saying this is ugly as hell. The first watch was already striking. Is the second one too much with all that shimmer from the ceramic? Well, I think that'll be up to you. As for me, I still prefer the earthly colors of the first version. That is of course my taste. I'm gonna be wearing this watch a bit longer, and I will be letting you know what I think long term. Thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Goodbye.